Coming to you recorded from our studio in Bromine, Colorado.
We're Betty, Joe, and Roy.
And this is...
With a late surprising DNF, we have Spaghetti Bosa in 20th place. So,
Not sure quite what went wrong with him. I think his power unit probably died, if the Ferrari power unit is anything to be judging by that.
yeah, man.
Alfa Romano team not running strong today. Not running strong.
Nope. And would you guess it? In 19th place, AlphaTauri.
I can't hear you. What?
AlphaTauri 19th place with Yuki Tsunoda.
Did experience a spin midway through the race, giving us all a scary moment. Perhaps a safety car? No.
No.
Just lost it right on that chicane. Probably from some slippery conditions would be my best guess, but
Yeah.
just couldn't hold it together.
Yeah, that late rain. Maybe that's what put the Ferrari out too.
Yeah.
Just kind of cooled down too much. But
Yeah.
going
the
on.
best racer on the grid, Nicholas Latifi, coming out in 18th place. We're going to see him at the end of the season break.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think we're going to see him in a car come the end of summer. There's no way. He has been consistent. He has been consistently terrible.
We'll see about that.
That's
Albon.
fair.
Williams. Another Williams. So, maybe
That's
it's just
true.
a Williams.
Williams still at the back of the grid, it's different than what we were seeing from the beginning of the season.
I mean, they got 3 points.
They did get
At
3
the very
points
beginning.
right at the beginning.
They haven't done anything since.
And
I mean,
Albon did experience a small collision with Sebastian Vettel early on, broke his front wing, ended up getting the black and orange flag, which made him pit and replace that front wing, and he did not have a recovery.
no, another very kind of weak performance would be from Magnussen. Didn't see much. Didn't see much about him.
He was up there a bit, but that was mainly strategy that was holding him up. Kevin Magnussen not performing so well at Hungary this year. Not so well.
No, it's just not.
Which is a shame, because he has been on a good streak recently.
I mean, yeah, the Haas maybe it just wasn't their track. I don't know.
Definitely not their track.
But then again, there's Ricardo in 15th, and that's
Which is such a shame. Daniel
Yeah,
Ricciardo was running so well through qualifying, through practices, through most of the race.
I mean, the McLarens looked great all weekend.
They did.
And then, I mean, to finish at 15th is just not what was expected.
It's not representative of the weekend they were
I mean, he
having.
was looking so good at the beginning, too. He was in, like, 5th. And
Yeah.
then there's just, I don't know. Did they have a hard, did they do the hards? Did they put it on hards?
They didn't go to
see that.
hards.
Yeah, but
they didn't make that crucial decision.
Mhm.
They just weren't able to keep up with the pace.
Yeah, that's
able to
a
keep
shocker, Ricardo. I'm surprised by you.
He was doing well.
Yeah, and
Licked
then
the stamp and did not send it.
yeah, he licked it though. He licked it at the beginning.
He licked it.
He got it real wet. And then we got Schumacher with that other Haas.
Michelob Schumacher coming out in 14th place. Yeah. 14th. He came out in 14th. Still doing better than Kevin Magnussen, which is kind of a rare sight for what we've seen with Haas recently.
I mean, Schumacher's been picking it up. Again, I just don't think this was Haas's track because they've shown some strong performances at other tracks and just maybe the tight corners, the high-speed corners of Hungary just really were not...
We're not feeding into what their new build is.
They can do the slow turns and everything and maybe pick it up a little bit, but they don't have straight line speed or something, or the speed to keep it up.
Well, and
for
they
other
just
turns,
upgraded
maybe.
their car, did a whole big aero upgrade to try and match the Ferrari's performance a little bit better, and it really did not pay off.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing too good for them.
It doesn't look like it's paying off.
No, but we had a good performance out of Zhao Guan Yu, finishing at 13th, making the Ferrari of
Alfa Romano.
Yeah, doing a little better, but
it's a little bit better, but it's he was running behind Bottas the entire time. Spaghetti Bosa was outperforming him this entire race. Spaghetti Bosa did start on 9th.
Yeah, he was in like 9th or 10th until his DNF in 20th.
Directly behind Lewis Hamilton, where he belongs.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly coming out, we haven't thrown any cards, so I might as well throw a couple. Pierre Gasly coming out in 12th place after taking a new power unit and starting from the pit straight.
Yeah,
take new power.
That's true.
That was number 3.
I mean, he caught right up in turn 3. I guess that's not.
He caught up pretty quick. He did catch up pretty quick, and it's still a strong performance.
That almost seems like a better start sometimes. Not gonna lie.
I imagine it can be because you don't have to deal with the riffraff. You don't have to worry about George Russell flipping you and sending you into the barrier. You don't got to worry about that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Bad scar there, bud.
Bad scar there, bud. Our Lord and Savior, Lancelot Stroll, coming out in 11th place.
Scared his teammate away.
He did scare... Yeah, this is actually a great time to talk about that. Lance Stroll in 11th, and our brand new retiring... Unfortunately retiring champion, Sebastian Vettel. He did announce his retirement the day after joining Instagram. I don't know why him joining Instagram was such headline news, but he kicked those headlines right out of there.
Yeah, I mean, great time to do it, great way to do it. Oh, look, he's here. Oh, look, he's gone.
Oh, look, he's here. Oh, look, he's gone. It's good. It's a great reason that he has to retire, and honestly, I'm proud of him. I'm glad that he's moving on forward.
Yeah, what a career.
I'm sure we will continue to see him in Formula One. Just hopefully getting the thing he wants and being away from the Stroll family.
Scraped a point out of this one.
He did scrape a point, and that's awesome. I'm glad he got a point out of this. Proving that he does have some good old talent. But then again, there was that switch right before the last turn, about 2 laps towards the end.
That's fair.
That was definitely a team order switch.
I mean, he's still got 5 seconds on him within, like, 2 laps. Yeah, if that.
Yeah, I wonder how long Lancelot was holding him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that... The tragedy-stricken Alpines.
Oof.
What a bad decision.
Oof.
They made it early.
For ending 9th, Ocon still had a good race, but switching on to hards mid-race seemed to be only a poor decision. Never played into their hands.
It didn't play in anyone's hands. I mean, Alonso finished in 8th right ahead of them, so they're right there back and forth.
They got back up to where that car belongs, but I think that was only after switching back to a better set of tires. The hards just not giving any of the speed of the mediums and having about the same degradation as the mediums. It just wasn't worth it.
No, it didn't seem worth it. And with our 7th place, we have Landis Dog Norris. He had a great race. He had a great weekend. He showed up all weekend. He showed up the whole race. I mean,
he had a great weekend. He did not have a great race.
I mean, he finished in 7th. He started in, what, 4th?
4th. He got that car up into 4th in quality.
The McLarens just aren't up to the top teams, and it's evident, so I don't know. I think he had a great race to pull out 7th, especially with Ricciardo finishing 15th. I think it wasn't a great week. They don't have race pace.
They don't have race pace.
They have qualifying, they can do the pride, they can do it all. They just don't have race pace, and it's
a shame. I was looking forward to what McLaren might be doing this year.
It's a new season still. I mean, they got 2 more years with it, so it's...
That's true. Oh, and I think we would be remiss not to mention all of the exciting Ocon-Alonso battles that we did get throughout this race.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Ocon blasting out of that pit and blocking off Alonso on warm tires with Checo directly behind him. Poor, was that Max? One of the Red Bulls directly behind him. That was just a poor call. He was blocking Fernando the entire race.
Yeah, that briefing room's not going to be fun.
Briefing room's not going to be fun, but Alonso did get ahead of him.
Yeah.
He did get ahead of him eventually.
Yeah, instead of defending like a lion, you're going to get torn apart by a lion.
Yeah, Esteban, you should probably just let him pass a little bit.
Yeah, you should just give it up, dude. He didn't have a chance.
Speaking of giving up, let's beat that dead horse with Chuck Leclerc in 6th place. Woof. Woof, Ferrari. No. What are you doing?
You're all going to get fired.
Oh, God. It's...
This was your championship. It was.
This was your championship to win, and this is your championship to lose, but we didn't expect you to lose it so dramatically and intentionally.
Yeah.
After seeing the pace that the Alpines had on the hard tires, making the decision to then go onto the hard tires,
with who could have won the race? You could have won the race.
You could have won the race.
I understand you needed to pit, you needed to switch your tires.
You had a guaranteed podium from the start. From the start, you had a guaranteed podium. Both of them. It could have been a double Ferrari podium.
It's disappointing.
I'm not a professional race engineer, but pay me that money. I'll probably do better.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let's be
Formula lunch for race engineer of Ferrari.
Yes, Formula lunch for Ferrari.
Oh, I love it.
Who came out in 5th place?
That Perez.
Checo. Starting pretty far back on the grid, 11th place, directly behind Max Emilian Verstappen. He had a solid performance, not quite up to his regular standards. He's been kind of in a funk past couple of races.
Yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes. He'll pick it up. I mean, Checo's always been there. He's always been able to perform. We'll see what we get. He's got a decent car.
Down in front! He has been consistent most of the season, so maybe he's just going through a little bit of a funk right now.
Yeah, hopefully. I like
we'll
Checo.
See.
But we got it. Ferrari, 4th. It's still a great finish. It's not what you could have got.
It's not a great finish. It's the fastest car on the grid. It led for a good portion of the race. 4th place. That's high points, but that's not going to win you a championship.
No.
It's not going to win you a championship constantly saboteuring yourself.
Yeah, you guys are running your own team into a wall. It's your fault. Yeah. It's not. Do you hate your drivers? You must hate your drivers because there's no reason for this to be happening.
Matteo Binotto, get those Harry Potter glasses back.
Yeah, you look better and you were doing better.
You were doing better.
No, Russell. Qualified P1.
His first pole position.
First pole position
in his entire Formula One career, and that's impressive.
They're not the
There's
fastest
something to be
car.
said that.
They're not the strongest car.
But they are the most consistent car, and he might be the most consistent driver on the grid.
Mr. Saturday only one finish outside of the top 5.
Yeah, and that was because Gasly threw him into Zhou. Tried to kill him.
Earlier you just blamed.
I know. Oh, I know I blamed Russell earlier.
All right.
I change my blame depending on my mood. Heck.
Why not? You give us one reason why not.
Yeah, it was Daniel Kvyat's fault this time. 3rd place for Russell, though. That's great. Coming in 2nd, though, making for a double Mercedes podium, Lewis Hamilton. What a race, pulling that tractor up from 7th place.
Yep.
And bringing it into P2, that's impressive.
Led a little bit, too.
He did lead a little bit.
Yep.
Did lead a little bit due to pit stop strategies.
Yep.
He actually broke a record.
Yep.
For the most laps led at one circuit. I believe it was 498, held by somebody else for leading the Indy 500.
Yeah, 480 is what the guy at the Indy 500 led. Yeah, 483. I forget his name, but it was one of the oldest records.
It was one of the oldest racing records out there, and Lewis Hamilton continues to beat them.
Wow.
What a shock. I think for this next one, I think we finally have to give off our... Got to take our hats off for Sid the Sloth Max Emilian Verstappen for taking a win after coming from P10, spinning in the middle of the race, and winning. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's spin and then let route. Oh man, just in the middle. What was it, lap 40 or something? No, because he just got those mediums. He just got brand new mediums.
He had Russell and Perez coming up on him quick. Checo doing some great teamwork there to help defend against Russell passing Verstappen.
Checo's anything. He's a team player. He's in it. He's in it to win it.
Absolutely,
he's in it for the team.
Absolutely, he is. And
wins Monaco, and he's still just like, let's go.
Yeah. He's here for Red Bull, and I think that gives Red Bull a decisive edge. I mean, you've got the 2 Ferraris fighting every single race, the 2 Alpines fighting even harder every single race. We haven't seen a whole lot of Mercedes fighting yet. We'll see how that one goes.
No, there's a little bit of Russell trying to...
He was trying to
a little bit, but it was more just kind of like, you can do a little, let him go.
Yeah.
That's what I feel it was.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but Checo definitely giving over that P1 spot to Max Emilian Verstappen. And who knows, this year, maybe it won't be a human error champion. Coming to you recorded from our studio in Bromine, Colorado.
We're Betty Joe and Roy.
And this has been Formula Lunch. Walter Cronkite. Coming to you recorded from our studio. And let's try that again so you can say it at the same time.
Thanks.